Life on our planet Earth is sustained by an intricate relationship between various components of the biosphere. The atmosphere, hydrosphere, and lithosphere together form this biosphere and are driven by energy from the sun. Without the sun, various processes like ocean currents, soil formation, and climatic patterns would not be possible. These processes are all ultimately driven by the energy from sun. Apart from the abiotic factors, the sun is also the source of energy for all living beings present on our planet. Autotrophs transform solar radiation into organic food in the presence of water and soil, which becomes the source of energy for the heterotrophs. Ultimately, when autotrophs and heterotrophs die, their dead remains are decomposed by decomposers or detritivores, thus completing the energy flow in the ecosystem. The efficiency with which the incident solar radiation is utilized by green plants is very low. Most of this energy is used up for respiration, whose byproduct is lost as heat into atmosphere. The rest of the energy is stored in the form of plant biomass made available to the heterotrophs. In an ecosystem, the interrelationship between various organisms can be represented in the form of a food chain. Autotrophs or green plants and photosynthetic microorganisms comprise the primary producers. Autotrophs are eaten by primary consumers or herbivores. Herbivores are eaten by secondary consumers or carnivores. And the last level, tertiary consumers or top carnivores, can eat both herbivores and carnivores. When these animals die, decomposers utilize the matter for energy, thus completing the cycle. This energetic cycle from the sun to plants to consumers and to decomposers maintain the balance, health, and functioning of all ecosystems on the planet. Without just one species, the entire ecosystem can be thrown off balance. Thus, the cycling of nutrients and energy within the biosphere is a fundamental law of nature. The first law of thermodynamics states that energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but can only be transformed from one form to another. So, when the energy from sun is transformed into chemical energy by plants in the form of glucose or sucrose, consumers are thus using the sun's energy through consuming plants and animals. Each primary consumer is vital for the health and function of an ecosystem. The secondary consumers or carnivores include and prey upon the primary consumers. Saprotrophs can be divided into two groups, decomposers and detritivores. The decomposers comprise of fungi and bacteria, and detritivores, which include earthworms, bugs, and maggots. Ultimately, these saprotrophs return the nutrients back to the soil by decomposing the dead remains of producers and consumers. The food chain and its various components can be represented in the form of an energy pyramid or ecological pyramid. The different levels in an ecological pyramid are known as trophic levels. In many ecological pyramids, the base level comprises of producers, and successive trophic levels are made of primary, secondary, and tertiary consumers. As we move up the trophic level, the amount of energy that any trophic level receives averages only 10% of the energy available at the previous level. Thus, around 90% of the energy is lost into the atmosphere in the form of heat. An ecosystem's ecological efficiency, or the ability to utilize the sun's energy, is best when there is rich species diversity. Protecting species, therefore, is imperative in maintaining the functioning of nutrient and energy cycling within all ecosystems.